STEM is in our everyday life. So what we are teaching the children at an early age, and which is in a fun way, is to be able to relate to what they use at home with actually the forces they're learning in science in school, the ratios they're applying in mathematics in school. For example, some children are exposed to washing machines in their homes. So one of the things that we build in our classes is a washing machine. The child can be able to relate to how it washes clothes in the house and what actually is a scientific force behind how the drum of a washing machine works. That's one example. Another thing, for those who bake at home, we use the little machine that is able to mix. It's called a mixer. The children in our classes are able to build a mixer. They learn how a mixer works. They practically experiment with a mixer, which they have at home, or they see their parents use at home. And that relating what they're using at home and how it actually works is STEM. So those are basic examples. When you go out to amusement parks, for example, your children love to be in carousels. We build carousels. They're able to understand what makes the rotation of those seats move outwards, when there's speed applied, what makes the seats go backwards, when the carousel stops. And that's an aspect of centripetal force, which they are learning in class, but now they're able to relate practically. So what we do every day in our classes, it's not only just fun, but they're able to relate into what they're doing in school. So it makes the science part of it easy to understand and easy to remember because it things that they can relate to at home. As we look into the 21st century, one of the basic skills will be problem-solving skills. Another will be critical thinking. Another is team abilities or teamwork and collaboration. And these are critical skills that we're teaching our young learners at an early age so that when they go into the world of work, they can be able to relate to not just their peers, but also in their different environments of work, they can be able to apply these skills that will be critical. My kids influence why I started this company. Actually, both of them are the reason why I started this, because I've seen even the amount of self-confidence that it has built in them, because STEM and what we do is not just all about passing in sciences or doing well academically, it's also all round. It enables a child to be able to build their confidence because they learn how to express themselves. We have lots of projects where children do presentation. So they do a lot of presentations, which gives them presentation skills, gives a child confidence to be able to express themselves. And that for me is a big win, because our children, apart from just being great at school, you want them to have a different balance in the sense that they can communicate and they can be able to work with other children. Looking at the future and the jobs of the future, which are here now, apart from engineering, you see now there's a lot of software engineering, robotic engineering. Now there's a lot of biotech that has become a thing. And the future careers will be very different from the current ones. And they keep evolving. And with technology, it keeps changing. And so it's important for us as parents and guardians to start introducing our young learners at an early age on the importance of STEM and how it will apply to their day-to-day in their future careers. A lot of the jobs now you see, there's lots of apps that are being used now to take over some of the jobs that would physically or manually do. And so it's important that we start exposing our young ones to this kind of ideas and the kind of creative minds that they can be able to evolve into creating something that has not existed before. That's why we have the scientists, that's why we have medicine evolving. Because of that, we start them early and we continue to encourage them even when they get to the place of high school and they have to choose subjects to join university. What are they aligned to? What I tell parents is that STEM is just a tool to enable a child to open up their mind. Does not mean that a child who is going to do law cannot be exposed to STEM, or a child who is good with arts cannot be exposed to STEM, because it's not all about doing the science and the maths and the arts and the engineering aspect. It's also the child being exposed to so much that they can be able to integrate to their world. And that way, they're not limited to only one line of, I'm only meant to be a lawyer, so I'll only do history, and history is what gets me to become a lawyer. Is to say, even the law in future will require tech, because now you can see the contracts have been put in apps. So if you're a lawyer and you can even be able to draft contracts and put them in an app, which is easily accessible, that does not take away the law from you, but that's an aspect of STEM. So it's critical that we expose them at an early age.